This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. We're at Plan Ahead Events. Basically, since 2007, this company has been organizing successful events throughout Denver, throughout the nation. I'm here with the owner of Denver South, Kimberly Burke. Let me ask you, Kimberly, you have over 2 decades of experience working with companies. What got you involved in this industry?
Well, my background is in project and program management, which, as you said, I've been doing for close to 20 years, and I really wanted to do something that had more of a creative element to it. So I decided I wanted to get into event planning and do that more full-time, so that was why I decided to purchase this business.
Obviously, the number one way for people to connect anymore with their, not employees, but the customers out there are these conventions, actually face-to-face organizations coming together. Why is it important today possibly to have somebody in their corner like you?
Well, as an event planner, we're able to centralize the planning process and really do everything from start to finish. It helps by eliminating the need to use your internal resources to do all of the planning and the executing, and it allows somebody else to focus on the task at hand. We also get to leverage a lot of our national contracts to save companies money as we execute all of their conventions and trade shows and any other meetings they may have.
Like you said, basically from concept to implementation is basically what you provide. Let's start out with the concept at the front end. What takes place at that initial consultation, and why is it so important?
Well, at the initial consultation, we do quite a bit of discovery to kind of understand what are the goals of either the meeting or the event that needs to be planned. We do a lot of talking about what's maybe done in the past, what worked well, what maybe needed to be improved on. We try to understand exactly what needs to happen. What are they trying to achieve? Are they trying to bring in more business, generate more revenue? Are they trying to do some team building? And we really get to the heart of what they are trying to accomplish, which helps us then, craft an event and design an event that will achieve and exceed the goals.
It looks to me like there's a lot going on even before they open those doors up. We're talking about site selection, vendor negotiation. You guys take care of all that as well.
Absolutely. Once we determine what we're trying to do with the event, how many people are going to be at the event, what we're trying to accomplish, we do help find the best site for that particular event, whether it be a large hotel, whether it be a convention center, whether it be someplace in the mountains. It could be very well be a destination. Once we determine that, we actually work with the site to make sure we negotiate the best rates, the best terms, see what we can get. We make sure that the site is a good fit. We do thorough site inspections to make sure that absolutely every detail has been attended to.
So not only are you taking the sweat off of the brow of the owner out there or a corporation having to put this all together, you're actually saving them money because there's actually some negotiations taking place as well. Obviously the site's in place, you know what you want to achieve. Looks like a lot of promotion needs to be done. Do you take care of the promotion as well?
We absolutely do. We spend quite a bit of time doing event marketing, making sure the word gets out there that your event is going to happen. We make sure that we reach out to all of the target audience. In addition, we make sure that all promotional items related to the event have been taken care of. We have great buying power. We make sure that all of your promotional products, that you would maybe give away at your event or trade show, we make sure that that's all taken care of and it's of the highest quality.
So a very well branded event.
Absolutely.
Obviously a lot going on before the event takes place itself. Now we got the doors open. Do you guys provide on-site management? We're talking about the entertainers, the staging, all that.
We do. We make sure that we help develop the theme. We make sure that everything that happens at the event is around that theme. We will help secure any entertainment, any speakers, if you have keynote speakers, if you have educators that are doing certain educational tracks. We coordinate and help with all of that. We do on-site management to make sure that everybody that we've contracted with through the entire process, we make sure that they are there, they're doing what we contracted them to do, they're setting everything up the way it needs to be set up, they're taking it down in a timely fashion, and that everybody that comes to the event, they don't know that all this stuff is going on behind the scenes. We make sure it's all very seamless so that people who are sponsoring the event, who's throwing the event, the people attending the event, they just have a very enjoyable experience from the second they walk through the doors. They don't know that any of the behind the scenes stuff is happening.
Obviously every event out there has to be somewhat different. Do you find yourself pulling from different talents and organizational skills, kind of customizing it for each client out there?
We absolutely do. As as each client comes to us, when we talk in the kind of the discovery session, we determine what the goals are, what the theme is, and we craft it from there. And we make sure that we put a creative element and creative spin on absolutely every event. And we can pull from, everywhere in the industry, within our own network, within other people that are working on it, to make sure that we stick with the trends that are happening at the moment. So nothing is stale, everything is fresh, and we make sure that absolutely everything is top notch from beginning to end.
Speaking of getting a great return on their investment out there when they put these conventions together, how important is feedback as far as surveys during the actual event or even afterwards following up?
We do conduct quite a few different surveys. We do surveys actually even before the event to make sure that we're crafting something that is going to be meaningful to the audience. We do surveys after the event. We survey the attendees. We survey sponsors. We survey exhibitors to make sure that the goal of the meeting was met or the goal of the event was met. We make sure, and they're very meaningful, they're very pointed questions, and we make sure we did everything that we needed to do and what can we improve on to make it better next year and what worked really awesome to make sure we keep that for next year. So it's just a way to continuously improve, continuously learn, continuously do a better job.
Obviously, I think of conventions out there, I think of some big promotions out there, but we're talking about all calibers, different sizes you can offer, and you also offer a full menu of all the different services, basically from A to Z. What about if somebody wanted to break it down and just pick a few services they need?
That's absolutely possible. As you said, we do everything from soup to nuts from beginning to end, but we offer well over 30 different individual services that can be done pretty much a la carte, whatever we need to do to customize the event for our client. So some people just need one or two things tackled, and we are happy to do that. Some of them need all 30 plus things tackled, and we're very happy to do that as well.
Wonderful. Folks, if you take a look at the bottom of your screen right there, you're going to see their website information. Basically, you're going to see the contact information right there. You can get a hold of them, sit down for that first important consultation. A lot of discovery going on at that first consultation. They're going to find out what your needs are. Basically, you're trying to brand out there and connect with people that are coming through the doors as well. Speaking of websites, let me ask you, obviously, the number one way is face-to-face in meetings, conventions. A lot of times, though, the online registration starts right there at a website. Do you offer the website, online registration, that type?
We do. We actually have a wonderful tool that we use that allows all of the electronic portion of the event to be handled. Everything from the initial registration all the way up to a personalized website for the event. Our surveys are all conducted through that electronic media as well. Our floor plan, our selection for where each vendor will even sit in a trade show. So all of that is very streamlined and electronic, and it makes the process go by much more seamless than other things that you could possibly do.
Obviously, you come to the table with a very personalized approach for any event out there, but quite honestly, you decided to join up with this company here because of the power they had behind them. Explain that for me.
Absolutely. Plan Ahead Events actually has over 100 locations worldwide, 9 different countries, and so we've got specialists in every possible area, every industry, so it's nice to be able to have a very large network to reach out to. So it doesn't matter what the challenge may be at hand. I've got a very tight-knit community that I'm able to go to, whenever I need to have, just a second set of eyes on something or another opinion, or I need a little bit more creativity added to the element. So we're able to reach outside of our Denver center and go worldwide with things, and it also gives us great global buying power. So in addition to having a network of people just to talk to, it really gives us great buying power to save our clients money as we do all of their planning and execution of any event.
Folks, once again, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there, and basically Plan Ahead Events. I am here with the owner of Plan Ahead Events, Denver South, basically bringing to the table over 2 decades of experience dealing with companies, corporations out there. And if you want to put on that great event, want to make sure that you're put in the best light and basically take the sweat off your brow of an overwhelming task of putting on something like this, I think it's quite incredible. This is Gary Atensi with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.